Hey everybody, this is Sean from the S&P Life, and I'm here to give you guys a rundown on episode number 4, Tidbits. Today is going to be about 5 random tidbits that I ran across that I thought you guys would love to hear, that I found that were really interesting, and I'm just passing along. Once again, this is Sean from S&P Life, and what we do on the S&P Life is try to bring you real life, everyday information that can help you out. Our premise starts out on myself losing approximately 100 pounds and Paula gaining some lean muscle mass. So we're on the verge of re-kicking off or relaunching our Brookings Challenge. I'm about, say, 4 to 5 weeks out on my ribs healing, and I'll be back in the gym. So, and Paula's shoulder is still coming along with her torn rotator cuff. So we're a little bit on the shelf, but nevertheless, we're still, fighting at it and going at it. We're still doing things to improve our lifestyle and the things that we put in our body. So to that, we will bring you a lot more, and we appreciate you coming to check us out. So on to tidbits. Today again is random. I didn't really narrow down to anything specific. I just, some quick hitters I thought would be fun to know, and that's what we have today. So let's start with tidbit number 1. 3 carrots will give you enough energy to walk 3 miles, and that is amazing, because they really were not meant to be just a food. It was originally grown to be medicine. So carrots are very, very healthy for you. Help with your eyes and seeing, and a whole bunch of other things. We will run down carrots because they are one of my favorite things to eat. And when you're kind of feeling a little hungry and you just need a little something to put in your belly and you don't want to go bad, then try carrots, because they give you that little bit of sweet, the crunch. You have to work a little bit at your food, so it kind of gives you some satiation of that urge or craving to eat. Okay, so here we go. Tidbit number 2. Scientific studies suggest that eating a handful of pistachio nuts per day reduces your cholesterol and helps you maintain a healthy heart. So pistachio nuts, I like a lot of the other nuts. I really hadn't gotten into pistachios, but I've seen a lot about them, and I've seen lately that, with this health kick that everybody seems to be going through, we're trying to find the healthiest things to eat. We hear more and more about it. They are also on my list to bring to you guys as far as quick hitting information about them and their properties. So we will introduce those later in depth. So, but just know that just a handful a day, in your daily regimen can help reduce your cholesterol. All right, tidbit number 3. Tidbit number 3 is pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is over 500 times more effective than cough syrup at getting rid of a cough. Isn't that amazing? Something so natural, so delicious, don't even have to have that nasty medicine taste, and just use it as if you would a regular cough syrup, and you have 500 times more stopping power. So in that case, it should knock it right on out. So pineapple juice for your cough. Once again, we will go over pineapples because I love them as well. We're going to start breaking down some of these. We'll send some of this stuff over to the Ambassador of Food, which will kind of go in correspondence with this channel. We're working on some content for it. And so some of these things will be in depth over there as well, because we use it in a lot of our cooking and feeding our families and making delicious foods. And so some of these subject matters will be crossed over, and hopefully we'll do it in a manner that's entertaining. It won't be exactly the same information. I'm not planning to regurgitate what I do here over there. It's going to be totally cool. So keep in mind that that's coming out. We're rolling that out hard here soon. Thank you for keeping your eye out for that, the ambassador of food. All right, you guys, tidbit number 4. Tidbit number 4. So tidbit number 4 are sprouts. Sprouts are rich in vitamin K, which we don't generally tend to get very much of. So if you want to know more about sprouts, check those out. But vitamin K is where you will get gotten from sprouts, and those are the the little microgreens that you find at the store that you put like in, I don't know, salads and Asian food, like your stir fries and that sort of thing. What vitamin K does is helps with our bone density. It helps us prevent osteoporosis or limit the effects of it. So definitely throw that into your bag because you do not want to grow shorter. All right, folks, we come to the end of this tidbit episode, and what we are talking about are just random facts that will help you through your daily life, that you can add to what you do and hopefully improve things for you. The last and fifth tidbit is potatoes. Potatoes contain all the nutrients that you need. You can survive on potatoes and butter indefinitely. It's kind of neat to know. I guess how a lot of our forefathers made it through the Depression and some of the other things. They knew something that we've forgotten or don't use as much. Potatoes have been villainized as something that we need to stay away from. But as with everything, you have to really, really just be cognizant of how much you intake and just moderation. But if you had nothing else and you were totally broke, skip everything and get potatoes and butter, and then work your way from that, and you'll be able to make it. So that's tidbit episode number 4. Just random thoughts from what I can scour on the line that I find that will be very interesting to you guys. I will put more information down in the details, and you guys can check out more for yourself. This is all about just getting little information out and quick hits. I think you guys are like. So we're gonna wrap it up with that. We love you here from the S&P Life. Deuces out. Subscribe below, hit the bell. Paula says hey. We shall see you soon.